good in between of the things you were hyping up for this crew team. You get Kesnet on his raise roll, and on the other side, you still do get an agent.
Okay, he's on the jet. So we do get a chamber, but it's on the other team.
Absolutely, and this is so interesting because FURIA actually beat KRU with the chamber.
Am I gonna watch by FNS? No, I was joking. I don't actually think I'm allowed to do that stuff. I think you gotta stay on the main stream.
Everything's locked in, but we end up getting Jet instead of Digizin on the chamber. This is going to be really awesome to see how this all plays out. And we
all right, so they're playing a chamber against a team that used to play a chamber, so they kind of in theory know the weaknesses of this, or at least what to expect in terms of peaks and where he could be. So that'll be interesting.
We're ready for the game to start now. It's going to be electrifying here between FURIA and KRU, and the first map being split. This is basically a rematch of week 1 on the same maps too.
So long ago these teams faced, so a lot of identities have changed. Teams have changed, back and forth roster switches for KRU to seemingly now find this strength, this Titan momentum that they could bring all the way through.
Damn,
LCQ.
his t-shirt just perfectly says
Vans. Excited to
Vans.
see what Conan can bring, having this guy on the squad, TBK, and
really
last
got his
chance
own match out
qualifier
here.
was the last time we saw him playing in a professional match against FURIA. They lost 0-3 against FURIA, and then he's like, if you can't beat him, join him. So now he's on FURIA, and he's going to be playing here in last chance qualifiers in Americas.
And KRU had a great start indeed yesterday in the LCQ, but that's also a pain point for them for today against FURIA, because FURIA was able to sit back yesterday.
KRU on defense, FURIA on attack. We start pretty fast with a 4-person push down middle. In return, we're going to see a 4-person push over towards A, and bit of pressure over towards A. Sorry, 4-person push down towards middle. Okay, they hear a lot of sound over towards here, so they go back with this. This is going to be interesting. This little push. What the hell is the timing like on this? Could you imagine it? Oh. Okay, they were ready for that. I don't know if they heard running at any point during this, but that works well. With this information, they decide to push over towards spawn, and Chamber's going to play real patient. Got 4 bullets.
Digizin and MW0 just waiting out on the corner. Meanwhile, though, you do have the execution
really good timing for Chamber if he looks to the left. Oh, he just missed them.
Back to a 2 versus 3 disadvantage for FURIA. As it's up to Digizin, looking for that clutch. Davies and Nax closing in, tapping on the spike. It's open. Digizin could actually play it on the angle. The first one does not connect. Now it's at halfway. He gets the shot onto Nax. That's gonna be it.
Damn, nicely done. Nicely handled from him. Yeah, Davies had to just do a better angle. Yeah, and I don't know, Davies was a little bit slow in my opinion, like when he was in this area. A little bit slow. Nicely done from Digizin. Played well. Maple Brown, thank you so much for the gifted. Well, and after this one, Van Sussy and Imposter. Wait, why is that someone's Twitch name?
FURIA start off with a round they should not have.
Thank you for the gifted though, Maple Brown. Don't know how you found that one, but respect. Okay, in terms of this, we got the 3 rifle, 1 Spectre, 1 Ghost Spy. So 2 deaths are pretty much allowed. Similar thing. Viper this time though gets over towards A Heaven. Wait, who got this orb? Digizin? Yeah. He's trying to get that all out early as well.
As this guy was using that Trailblazer to see if there was going to be a stack from KRU in the B side, and that's Benzine with a nice opener.
What a creep up.
Because it already falls.
The fact that they planted there, yeah, it's, I mean, when you know it's a free site, it's just the ultimate plant because it's just so good when you're in heaven. Chef, nope. Chief Omi, what's up, Chief Omi? How we doing? With the 3 mums. Time to get saucy, apparently. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Thanks for the prime. Thanks to the 3 mums. You've seen enough, GG. God damn, bro.
Hold on to B, and they should be able to come away with this without too much damage. We'll have to see what this chamber now for Davies brings in as we get into the gun rounds. He has played it in the past, and all time he's got about 650 rounds on it. Other ones, his Phoenix is 600. It's about his third played. So
Okay, not gonna let them
so
have
we should
any
be able to see some good chamber play out of Davies
stacks
here
here
with that
in
pick.
terms of the orbs. No one's even going to go for it. The person that would have been going for it has a ghost, had a ghost, gets taken down.
Switch compositions for
Yeah.
both KRU and FURIA, so a lot of responsibilities for Davies on this chamber roll. Thankfully for KRU, it's their map pick, and they also thought they were going to play the defensive side first. There's a couple of busts that happened for chamber in the last time when you saw actually DJZine play chamber on that map in week number 1. So can those changes coming up for chamber for Davies will be
Sure.
good enough here for KRU to
Looking
start
decent.
putting
Person
these
that buys
rounds
a
together now that
pistol,
they have the rifles.
buys a
And
rifle,
I
and,
feel like
well,
KRU has to
actually,
grab a lot of rounds here, not having the double
buys a
duelist.
stinger into this
It's
one.
going to be a lot on Kesnet once they get onto
Well,
attack.
yes.
So Furia
Well, I was
picks
going to say
attack
buys a rifle,
coming
buys a
into
stinger.
This, with the
This
ability
is
to
the,
go defense, but no,
the
they wanna
China
set the
approach.
pace, and here we go, that double
Oh,
duelist
they actually enter over
is
towards a
on the
site where there's
train
no one?
tracks and
Oh,
rolling
man.
through now.
This
And that's a great
has
start.
a
train
lot
mark
of
already set
potential.
up here to not allow NW0 to
This
get too
this
much
Astra
space
hears
on
all
the
of this
double
as well,
satchel.
so knows that they're over
KRU
towards
already
heaven.
looking to play what has been their signature move against MIBR yesterday, to flood in for the retakes as the plant comes down on the A site.
Get a plant in,
What's the
Astra
defense?
Lux,
It-
four-person
the
take of
utility
this.
is there
With
for
that
KRU,
information,
but I
they
feel
go
like
and dog
Furia
out here
already
as
has
well,
this
so
garrison.
map control for map
Scaled the
control.
screens. MW0 with first contact.
Turns away from it.
Dude,
Boombox
why does it
on
feel
the
like they're
flank,
not
so
gonna
cannot
properly-
clear, but
okay,
Kesnet
they
just
did.
swings out for that frag. A retake now ensues. Madzine holding in the back of the map with this stinger.
Dude, the
Flash
Astra
around the
Luck's about to get
corner.
enabled
Another
soon.
perfect flash.
No
But Madzine
way.
still dancing around.
The
Only
Astra
good
was
for
on
that
top
one
of the
kill.
luck.
Digizine
Astra on
last
Astra.
player stuck at the screens, chased down, hunted down, and dropped by
Shout out to Melza here,
and
probably the
KRU
most patient
manages to get the
player
first
I've
round
ever
with
watched
3
there, I'm
players
not gonna
alive.
lie.
Exactly.
Held
Three players
the
alive to
line
keep
for the
this going
spawn
because
push
they're gonna
for
be facing
so
Furious
long.
weapons on the next, but a
And then the
great
spawn
retake,
push
a lot
never
from what
actually
we
came
saw
in, and
yesterday
then he
on
just went over
KRU.
towards heaven, got
Patience,
good timing
not
on just
losing
the
anybody, if
Astra
it
Luck
was
that
Furia
felt like he had
or
good
anyone
timing.
else taking the site, right?
Yep.
We saw
So yeah, it was like
yesterday
the
in
it was like
MIBR would
the
get
battle of
site,
who was
get
more
position,
patient there.
and KRU would
And
still
Melza
have
won out.
5 full with util to retake, and they have been so good at those protocols. Really tough for these teams to have a good post plant. They showed MIBR, or they made MIBR seem like they weren't.
Kesnet went
the
away from
second
his ult.
best
If they want to
post
push over
in the regular
towards B
season
main, we can't really
yesterday,
see
right?
that.
It was just such a switch of gameplay for KRU.
What chamber TPs are they
Now
using?
around 4. Slowed down, but still this B focus for Furia.
Okay, so using the one that's just heavy
Always
for
trying to
shutting
keep
down
Melzer
E
pretty
heaven.
much aware on this B site, double satchel through, close range.
Oh my
Really well.
god, what the hell is that
Obvious
duel?
comes across, but Digizine continues
Both of them,
to explode down the B
both of
site.
them in the Astra suck.
Dropping the defense
That's
from KRU.
ridiculous.
One trying to spam through the smoke on the top of that for KRU. That's Nags not
That's so
connecting into any
stupid.
kills
Enough.
yet.
Okay, safe plant on this. We'll watch the luck.
Manzine's looking for a very late lurk.
Seems that every time they throw a luck into here, Chamber is pushing down middle. Timing of this
1v1 moving forward.
is
Davies
not
spotted,
great
and that's another player
crew.
to fall for KRU.
in
Might
terms
be
of
the
this
call
as
here
well.
for the last two
1,900
players,
on
Kansas
top of
City.
this. They
These
kind of
last
need to
two
save
weapons.
these 2 guns,
Can they
but
isolate
it also
Madzine
means that
now?
they're wrecked
Anyway.
money-wise. That's great bit of damage done though.
Furia has.
So yeah, at least they got that extra kill. It does a little bit of
orchestrated
damage.
this little strategy
And like you
here
said,
that
2 people that
KRU
can't buy on this,
needs
but
to
also
always find Madzine.
1,000 on
They
top of
can't
this is
do
going to be
much. They
interesting
can't
for these
commit
2.
to a retake without finding where that flank is, and again, Madzine controls.
So yeah,
Almost
1,900
3
for the
in
people that died,
situation.
1,000 for the
It
people that
does
stay
go down,
alive,
but
and
prevents the round from being even or having a retake.
it's not
so
bad. It's not too bad.
Furia is working the map so well right now to just stall KRU on wanting to push forward. They always have to look over the shoulder, and that's never a fun way to play split.
Agreed. It's almost like they're doing that simultaneously as well. The other times when Furia are continuing to default towards his B main, the alert already is activated from Madzine towards that A side ramp, and that's how he got the first kills, keeping KRU together at
Exactly.
6 spots.
And when the front of the attack is
Yeah, it doesn't
is
look like we're
getting the
buying
kills
into
you
this one.
need, Mazine's job then becomes so much easier. Right? It's just,
As you just saw.
it's working on
Both
so
of the
many
guys who
fronts right
die
now for
rebuy
Furia.
heavy armor though instead of dropping.
Ultimate for
Are we
Kesnet.
really those
Comes up pretty
guys?
quick
Damn,
now.
we're those guys?
See if they can turn
That's
this around.
crazy. Okay.
Instantaneous up towards mid. And Digizine wants blood.
It's going to be important now is not only the 2 rifles saved by KRU on that previous round, but if they could get value out of this showstopper now ready for Kesnet. NW0 still on top of the box that sees the jiggles of Nagzit, so those pain shells will push him out. a bit too shallow, so Nagzit can still hold his corner.
KRU or Nagzit might go down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, will go down here. KRU
There's one of the
set up
guns
in
down.
this round, expecting Digizin and MW0 to go up ramp. Okay, Blade Storm's up. They might go for a fast hit on A again, and it was mid. Kind of uncharacteristic to see the ultimate for a Jet go that quickly up to find a mailroom kill, and now they're back to A for that double duelist entry.
Yeah, after 4 rounds, and then the 5th round starting to work towards middle. When KRU had focused this time on the
Flash goes into the back, didn't hit anyone. Flash goes in close, didn't hit anyone. Looking like side's pretty good. Apart from Elbow, they have to worry about.
Pushing MW0 out of position, punished by Davies. A 4 versus 4. Plant yet to go down with 30 seconds left. Digizin once again inside screens.
They scale so quick to a position.
It's kind of similar to the run that we had before with the Astra and Dam. They're really on top of this. Look how patient Melzer is every single time on this.
From KRU, see if the protocol is the same, even with less
A
members.
big retake. I'm not sure they're going to expect Astra here this time. Okay, that kind of means that these two have to now go on site so that Astra luck can come in. Wait, we got 2 on site? Oh my god.
One more time, the heroes of the team. The late look for
Damn. I'm impressed. Their retake of A at the moment is looking really, really nice. Fast retake of this area here, and then the Astra is just security the whole time. D9, D9, D9 with the 7 months. Thank you so much, D9. Good to see you, bro. Appreciate that.
FURIA if they were able to grab the round, but the sheriff shots across.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the Raze ult might have been costly and not have been great, but actually did pretty good.
Get into a possible 3-3 here as FURIA has just only 1 up, and these are retakes. Like you said, 2 defuses there for KRU. They found a way in.
Okay, big swing round. We got a man. We're so close to a lot of ults. We're so close to a lot of ults. We're 1 away from Sky ult over towards here, and then we're 1 away from Sky ult over here as well. So we'll see.
Big default here.
But yeah, important round in terms of the. Oh, dude, they can't get over to it. Okay, so KRU have to fight and make sure they can't get into a site at the moment because these afterplant ults are too strong. KRU have been real heavy of just making sure they can hold A heaven, and it could be down to just how good they believe their A retake is. And we've pretty much seen that. We've pretty much seen how good that is, so they're feeling confident at the moment in terms of as long as we hold on to A heaven, we can just retake A. And my worry is their B. That's the one where the Astra's been getting wrecked slightly.
That was Digizin last time. Look at both.
Okay, they have a Viper ult if they want to get close.
As the cosmic divide goes down, it'll put some patience on this attack. But
Here we go. How good is this?
This is about to get very vicious, very quick.
Exactly.
Yeah, not too bad. A little alcove to chill in. And then, not too bad at all.
Seekers there.
Yeah, this is a hard retake. That helps. They can easily get into their ult and fight this a bit. Because what are they going to do? Just hold the line and take damage? That's so wild. They traded places. Okay, nicely done in the end. Yeah, like we were saying, once they get into this site, it's pretty much a done deal. I think the Astra ult kind of helped them a little bit because they then had to like chunk a lot of HP before they even got to the players. So it kind of ends up being a safety net for all of the people that were in the Viper ult.
On these different angles and peaks when they can hunker down inside that B site, especially with these ultimates.
You want this up ever so slightly? Sure, I put it to hit.
KRU is just scattered to find. Nice. That did require a lot from FURIA, but they get the round, they get the econ back a little bit.
Free ults used by FURIA. Yeah, but it forced them down to eco. Like in my books, that's 100% worth. They used them all on the right rounds.
The one that carries FURIA into all of these advantages.
You wonder how much would change with Conan coming in, right? You know, Digizin's going to be on the front line.
Yeah. Not much yet.
Support, yeah,
is that really the best TP for this peak here? Because if they double satchel you,
the success of
does this TP not work up here?
The same here. Looks like Conan is slotting in really nice so far. and still supporting those duelists with the initiating.
Interesting. I guess you
Back to
would.
the other
I guess
side
you would be
to this B where
exposed
they
to
feel
this.
a bit safer, and it looks like
angle.
they are going to get.
I would have to look at it.
To be their flank or lurker.
Feels
rather.
weird because if they just literally double
Understandable
satchel
play
here
that
and
was
he TP'd
attempted
away,
here
he'll
by
get wrecked
Davies.
anyway.
They are in a sort of broken buy that you have. Hero Vandal in the hands of Kesnet, so he was trying to make a play with the Headhunter.
Take a lot of mid control. It's up to
Meanwhile,
Astra
though,
again, but
Melzer,
has the gun.
with that Guardian punished once again. And who better than Digizine?
Man,
B site. one
crew
more
need to
time.
time out and
Up for
hold.
the taking
They
for
need
Furia.
something over towards B, surely. Like
It
push
becomes now a
B,
late lurk from
someone else play
NW0.
B,
Back
give
towards
the
middle.
Astra some kind of help so it's not just
You
like
hate to see those.
alone
Crew
in
now
this
suffering
area.
the tail end of getting killed through smokes. They were the ones that were able to do it before against MIBR, but wait a minute. Klaus, one more time, 2 kills. The late lurk then activated. There's that first, and a close range.
Oh
on
my
the
god,
second.
how on earth does Klaus get that
He will
extra
trade
kill?
off for his teammate, and
Literally
Furia
spinning
allows the lead,
around.
5-2.
Yeah, I think we need to see a crew
Again, like you
timeout. They
said,
got to talk
opening
about B.
things up, the
This is
Spearhead
getting
fourth first kill in a row.
this is getting
to
out of
start off
control.
that round
5.
and get Furia their 5th as we move into the 8th round of the game. Oh, just a little misdirection on the Trailblazer, and that's the half a second Digizine needed to clean it up. They are quickly reacting to Klaus.
Chamber
when
go
he
B,
presents
anything.
himself in these
Any kind of
sites.
help over
They
towards
have
B. I don't
menacing
even
impact
mind if the
frags
Astra
coming out of
pushes
him
B
still.
main with someone.
And
But they
Crew's
need
gonna go ahead
something.
and call a timeout here.
Yeah, they got to talk about
I
B
think
right here.
Crew
Holy
is
hell.
playing too passive to a detriment. They are getting safe retakes, but they're not getting enough info of where Furia has made it, how far they've scaled,
Yeah.
really what was used into the site, because it's a guiding light, and you have...
Put Klaus solo B.
Just
Honestly, if
Digizine,
I was been
usually
playing,
2
it'll probably
duelists
work.
in. And I think it's been too much without the info.
I
without
like
just a
the,
little bit of how that's being
I like the
executed.
sky over
Crew
towards
is left
B.
in the dust.
Was still a bit of the game plan
It's
that
nice
Crew
for
had
the-
against
it's
MIBR
nice
to
for
give
the
that space
Right.
for that
flashes to get
Brazilian
info
team
anyway.
think that they have open sights and are just really good for the retakes,
Helicopter
but
4, thank
the
you so
real
much, mate,
difference
with the
that we're
prime.
seeing this
2
time
months,
around,
Helicopter
that
4.
space
Appreciate
that's
that,
given
mate.
to
Good to
Furia
see you.
allows
Thank
a
you for the 2
player
months.
just like Digizine to step up to the plate and already be on a heater. It just brings me flashbacks to when actually Digizine tried a chamber on this map on week number 1. He had a very slow start, and it took the whole map switching back to a jet into Ascent, and then we saw the good old jet from Digizine. And he brings it up now.
Okay,
already
chamber
starting here at
over
the LCQ
towards B
elimination
makes a
game
lot of
once
sense.
again. And he's putting
It's
those
the
numbers in
TP that
already.
they go for.
He doesn't have much
TP
to
over
worry
towards
about either.
default, and he
In terms of
plays
utility,
on. Is he
think
playing on
about
top
it,
of the
even for
moment? And you can.
MW's
That's
era, hold the
nice.
thought. It looks like they're going with
That's.
W.
It's so funny that they had a. Okay, he
This
doesn't
time
go
with a
heaven at least.
showstopper.
I was gonna say they had such a
Paint shells
heavy
down
A
moving forward.
heaven
No
setup,
contact on
and
anything
this is
in
the
this
first
space.
time they go A heaven. But they go
Maybe
into
Taker
sight.
will
Astra
be
needs to
clear.
kill at least
Melzer in
one
the
here.
back, fully flashed. Booba moving forward.
Well, that's
He
a
gets
nightmare.
blown up. Second to fall on the top of
And he
heaven.
got
Kesnet
spammed through
trying
the
to fight
smoke.
back, jumping through the orb.
Wait a minute.
Straight across on the other end. MWC chases him down.
Damn, bro, this is
Nags
really
and
one-sided.
Davies.
Okay, so I like how
Davies
Furia
with the dual
approached this. So they knew that because they've been spamming over towards B, having so much success there, that most likely all the focus was going to be over towards B, whether it was pushing close, whether it was stacking more, or something like that. And they just straight up went for their heavy exec over towards A.
They just know Crew that there's going to be somebody lurking, but they never know the timing. And the timing's now. An easy kill for Khalil. Davies left on an island. He's trying to swim back here to safety, at least on this 3 versus 1, trying to do that econ damage. But this time around, it's to save at least a Phantom. Furia off the execution and the showstopper. We're able to hold another solid post plant.
Man, this is their
Quick,
map
clean.
as well.
Like you said, Showstopper was there, and Crew not able to bring anything back on there. The tour de force gets used up, but they do bring a Phantom into the next round.
Split is still Cypher's best map? Yeah, I think so. It's where you have the most impact on attack, really. And that normally decides it, because you're pretty good on defense on every map.
We don't see Sage as much anymore. There's no Cypher here, right? They can bounce right into sight, and it's on the aim. And what does Digizine and MWZera have? Great aim. So it's on them. They feel comfortable, and they're putting themselves
No, he got rid
in
of the
these
judge.
priority, high, intense positions, and still coming up with the results.
You know who else has a great aim, though? Has somebody like Klaus,
With the
right?
eco, they go back to their normal,
As much as he can.
Haven't
their
had a
normal
chance to really shine
heaven
yet on
setup.
this map. Furia's been doing a great job just also
But I
using
like
these
this.
smokes
Miles
and
is
this
taking a
double
bit of
control
aggro over towards B. I
composition.
know
think
you're...
that did not allow
Nice, that's a
Crew
gun
to
to
get
pick up
these
as
type of
well.
kills. As you try to get a late lurk, Mazine already
It's a good
gets
start
punished
into
for
this
it.
one.
But Furia are already
Dog goes
looking
in
here
as well. They're going to have
to
good
rotate
timing though,
back
so
and
they're going to
fight back.
avoid that.
The Trailblazer gives
And they're
false
going to know that the
information,
gun's
and
been
Crew's giving
picked up.
bunny hopping
But
away
honestly,
thinking.
because of this, they
It's
might
a huge
do a
mindgame
heavy
right now for
rotate.
both
We'll
of these
see.
teams. Davies is taking forward as they double swing out for Furia. It's time to react for Crew. So 1 for 1, maybe that a 2 for 1.
Man, I haven't seen a double nade kill like
Time
that for a long
NWZ
time.
from the grave, dropping 2 with the paint shells. And
How
allowing
patient is he in
Furia to
heaven
move
here?
in for a
Doesn't have to
plant.
do anything.
All right, the rotation over. Marshall for Melzer. Kesnet may be the front of this fight. If they can
Klaus
get some
has
of these
one
blast packs
flash.
to displace Furia. Tijazine's ready though to collapse.
Dude, he's super... I mean, he's looking great right now. See how aware he was the whole time with that?
So you have to play
Good
around
for
the rest
him.
of the utility. Khalil forced to pop up a Nebula very early. Gravel on the defense. The retake attempted. Conan swings out for the kill. But Kesnet answers right back. Khalil in a clutch situation once again, playing inside
Oh.
that smoke. Here's the foot, sets the boat. Oh, and as it dissipates. Crew continues
Close on that
still
one.
to have some great trade ability.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
real,
they
real
finally
nice
come back
attempt.
with the third round.
They're
Okay, they win
finally
one,
rewarded
but
for this
with only one
conviction of
person,
guarding a ramp
which
over and
might be a bit of a
over again. It
nightmare.
wasn't Digizine and
At least
MWZ
some of their
that
money's
went in,
okay.
But it was that lurk again. Right here, Davies getting this frag.
A retake again, yeah. This one, I mean, this one didn't feel as
Situation
as
of
comfortable in
having to
my
worry
mind.
who's the
but
lurker. Where are they going to be
that
coming
helped.
from? You see how much more confident Crew was to move into the site and execute this retake.
Such an important kill you saw there that came out from Klaus, which allowed those Seekers to be ready.
Okay, in terms of B, it is backed up a little bit. We've now got Kesnet playing the side itself.
It was broken by the hand on that previous one, so they capitalize on that. The money is good in this.
I wonder if their coach is literally just thinking like, guys, they literally won all your rounds over towards B. We lost all our rounds over towards A.
Of the A ramp control.
Surely.
And Furia seems to have won it at the beginning of this round.
I can hear steps. You ever hear somebody jump peeking? You know they probably have a partner real close. Nobody's gonna do that and just give away their position. You can see 3 of them back there.
Attack
ready to
off.
trade this fight.
Nice swing by Davies. Digizine falls.
Okay, I was not
Key
expecting that.
component here.
It's a nice shot.
Falling down for Furia. But they've also always been good in these 4 versus 5 situations. Looking to see if Crew's gonna peek back out, be a little bit more antsy.
Malza, no, I was
Decide
checking
to
it out.
choose
He
the
was
safe
like
route,
on
putting
this
the wall
box.
up. Flash to get information on the defense. A lurk kill from NW0 onto
It's a big
Nags in the
kill.
middle.
Nags
Seekers
decides to
then
play
coming
around the
through.
smoke. I'm
Another
not
flash
entirely
with
sure how it
rotate
went
back
down,
to
but he
Furia
dies
back
on
in
this
the
one. Pivot over towards B. This
All the
nade
way
is
through. Trying to
actually
ring
pretty
around
good
the
timing.
rosy
Has his
here. They
ult for
still
this
don't
if he
have
wants to
spike
buy some more
just yet,
time.
So that will delay them, giving Crew time to get into position.
30 seconds
But still,
left.
they have Crew off their first defensive positions. It's kind of the goal of doing a strategy that goes across the map.
Poor Malza.
There's 22 seconds left this time, though. Nobody could actually swing in. It's Kesnet.
It's a great
himself
ult.
at the show.
That probably
Wow,
decides
great
it. Look at the
just
time.
that,
They've got to run
exactly.
away. 15
That's
seconds.
not gonna happen. That's one piece of util, no kills. That still
And just the
allows Crew
save.
to
Oh,
get
man,
the
that's
round.
nice for Crew. Considering how low their money
Not
was,
around
like
you
the
expect
loss
to
of this
see
round,
a
that's
4v4
great. What a nice
save
ult
out
to just
here.
stop them fully here.
Crew doing a fantastic job of tracking Furia across the map. And that's going to be around. Oh, MW Zera evened it up. Or
That's a
uneven.
big kill.
Yeah.
Because he gets that
16
kill
is
right
still
there, that's a
still good for
showstopper
attack,
this
yeah. I
round
mean,
here.
again, it's what you kind of expect with the double duelist.
What's the answer? Nothing
Like
on
6
deck
is
for
good.
Ultimates on the other side. A great trade to start off. And again, we see the start, that first kill coming from the side of Crew, and the momentum for Furia is almost stopped immediately.
Yeah.
Not as much confidence. They can't work off the audio of Mazine grabbing or MW Zera on the flank. You see that death ball of Furia staying together and having to work more dry peaks or off the
I mean, that
last
first
bit of
duel
utility
helped.
they have.
The first duel was
It's not
crazy,
always
got
easy to get
annihilated.
the first kill though. Digizine's been wild in the first part of this first half. Crew are only answering back now. And that was the first round the spike hasn't been planted. So you see how much Fury is getting to the site, being able to pressure. And Crew finally figures out how to put up a
See if they can get
solid
any
wall
more.
and
Dude,
stop that.
You gotta think
And
you
just
gotta
for
think they're
replays,
talking about B
reminiscent
now
of what
though,
happened a few
really.
rounds ago as well.
Like,
We've seen some success from Furia also in
most of their rounds over towards B. The only time was where they lost B was because they ran out of time and there was an ult there.
has a little gap or the box is on the top. He can't really play that aggressive angle in that one and done position, or really doesn't have that support from the B heavens. But when you're starting to do that for Crew, you're leaving the extremities open, and that's where Furia wants
so
to
there's B hits. So about B site. Maybe we just try and go there again. You know, you got that Razor. I heard it's pretty good over towards B. Maybe we want to try that one.
Both teams on timeout, so you have this inkling. You expect your opponent on attack if that was their
Davies
timeout.
now gets the op out over towards A,
here.
but Vision's gonna be blocked the whole time.
And already a different setup on defense.
Dude, Sky Dog. Oh my goodness.
Oh, unlucky there as MW0 opened up with 2 kills.
Oh.
The star timing, just pulling out the star.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, MW0
Dude,
on point right now and inside the head of Crew on their defensive
that was impressive.
protocol. A little bit of lurk by Nagzet here, and it looks like they are going to have to give up this.
This is a straight up but dude, I'm looking when chat, he's going in over towards site. There's literally 2 people in this box over towards A.
We talked about it before. They have such a good mindset for using a timeout and being able
I mean,
to
the fact
make
he
that
gets
next
2 there
round
is ridiculous.
go into their
He
favor,
did
whether
great.
it's with an ultimate protocol, with
I mean, this is what he was known for. Like, the first time I heard of MW0 was just the Raze on this map was like
off of that last
pretty much
kill
what
of
I
the last
remember him
round.
for.
So the impact it has continues to affect the game.
Yeah, and that's the second time here. A Showstopper getting a lot of space for Furia on the hits. The question was coming across here at the desk. Any roles will change if
7
anything is going to be changing for Furia now that you have Conan.
looking
who
pretty good.
actually had a lot of experience playing with Tibika in the past as well. In the Brazilian scene as a Raze himself. A couple of Sage roles as well.
Damn.
But you can't forget MW0 on this Raze, who's also very
Yeah,
potent.
give a little thank you to the Astra for the
Now
Astra
it also
suck,
answers
but
a question of,
pretty much all
it
him.
doesn't really look like there's going to be any role issues for Furia. If you do want to have Conan,
we go
have
A.
the switcheroo with MW0. MW0 is also a very, very good Sky player.
Absolutely. Fast W.
For
All up.
MW.
Yeah, MW going straight forward. This operator is still here for Davies.
And it connects.
Damn, I thought that wasn't
And
gonna
that's
hit.
a
Respect.
responsibility that Davies has.
That's nice though.
But unfortunately,
TP over
a
towards
trade-off
heaven, he
from
gets punished for
Pink
that one.
Shells once again in favor of
Oh, Chamber would never.
MW0 and
Oh my goodness.
Furia. A 4 versus 4. Kizit trying to push forward and fight back. Satchel charge to break
Astra
the
Jewel in
crosshair
middle.
placement of
How's this one
MW0,
going down?
forcing him to
Oh,
fall
okay.
back
Thank you,
in
Prius.
mid.
Huge. Smokes are down. Now it's just Mazine to be able to work that, and they find the Lurker, which has continued to plague Crew in these rounds.
Yeah.
These retakes always been successful once they do find that straggler.
And that was that mid. And they're forced to fall back in the A site with everybody else. Big flash coming through.
Oh
No
my
connection,
god,
but at
what
least
the
Conan is there for the
last
support.
bullet on that?
The headshot onto
Dude, they're all
Melzer.
coming
A
from the
3
same
versus 3.
pause.
Reheal trying to come up here.
Could be a
Regroup.
nightmare.
Crossfire set up in the back of the
Let's
site.
go.
A 1-for-1 once again. And it's
One
only
bullet.
versus 1 to 0. It's
Very unlucky.
And it's Conan running out of bullets. And Tested getting the defuse. As Crew salvages
I mean,
the round.
five's
And we
fine
end the
with
half
how this
5 to
went.
7 in favor of Furia.
Incredible stuff to be able to come back. Furia not being able to hold on to the retakes on a few of these rounds where Crew continue to find their success, and
All the A
it's
retakes. Yeah, I mean the A
clean for both
retakes were
teams,
good.
but
We
I am
gotta give them
worried
that.
of how Crew is going to
The
bring
A
this
retakes
onto
were
attack
solid.
without the double duelist.
Yeah.
Hey Oatsin, hey Oatsin, what's up, bro? How we doing with the 2 months and the Prime? Thank you very much, mate.
Explosive on both ends. Digizine doing his job.
Or
But I think it's back
Hoatsin.
to the desk, or should I say the analyst desk of
Hoatsin?
GB.
Yeah,
so they
that's
can
how I
break
say
down
it.
that first half.
Hoatsin, mate. Thank you. Hoatsin
Thank you so much,
SB.
Vasily. Yes, the invisible analyst desk as well. You know, comes with me wherever I go. But yes, let's go ahead and talk about what we saw in that first half of play there. It was very clear. B, free for Furia. A, not so free for Furia, but free for Crew, evidently. Quite fascinating to see how this played out. And it's good to see that this matchup is as neck and neck as it's been, Mimi.
Yeah, it is. And I think this is kind of defined by 2 things. On one half, for Crew, what they excelled at was these late round retakes, continuing what we saw from them yesterday, where this team is so willing to be really patient in these late rounds. Take the time to regroup, play these set retakes, and they were really effective, particularly on this A site, where I think 4 of their 5 rounds were won.
Yeah, I mean, early on into
Dude,
this half, it was
chat.
Dijazine who was really taking
This
over
Blues
the game
Clues
from,
thing.
yeah, clutch
How
on the
have I
pistol,
heard this
then
reference like
into
4
those
times? Was this
calm
program just
entries where his
crazy
crosshair
popular in
placement
America?
was just excellent. Davies would try to swing in as you do early on the chamber,
ever since
and was just
Valorant.
getting deleted. And
Ever
later
since
in the half, it
Valorant,
was
this
MW,
is the one
explosive
show that I've
entries, double
never
sacks
ever
swinging
ever heard
on
of.
the range.
Yet somehow
And
it's
this
been
gives them a
referenced
good
like
half on the side of
every
Fury, but now, my
every
biggest
single
question
year
is how does Cruz
throughout
comp work
Valorant.
when they switch on
Yeah,
over
that's
to
what
the
Brim was
attack?
asking, yeah.
Because with both this chamber and Astra, I think you really
It
have
has-
to slow
it's
things
an
down. We saw
American
Furia's success with
TV
these
program,
double back,
Bacon.
these really fast executes. When you play with that chamber, you more so want to take your time, working them out, pushing up into mid, entrenching either your chamber
Bro,
or Astra
there's
into a
so
position where
many
they
of you
can
that
find
know
that
it.
late round
Google
look.
it, Bacon.
And I think that
It's
does
like,
force Crew to
oh
really
man, I googled it
continue
ages
to
ago.
showcase the fundamentals
Some dude,
that they've
bro.
been working on.
And on the opposite side, Furia, they loved running this double duelist.
I'm just
throughout the
old.
season.
Bro,
There
it
were
wasn't
a
in the
number of
UK.
games where they
Wait,
got
chat.
a
Any
big
UKers
advantage
here? It
on
wasn't in the
attack side, and then
UK,
it just
right?
slipped away
It's
from
just
them
a
on
straight up
defense.
American thing.
For Furia, if we expect these really slow retakes from
It was in the
first half,
UK?
it's going to be about these really fast
Oh,
flow
really?
retakes with these double duels. And
What
about
the
if
hell?
they can get bridges in on that operator. They
Dude,
can take
but the
over
thing
games
is, if
if they
Bacon
get to that
doesn't
point.
know it,
Well,
Bacon's 10 years
you were
younger
asking
than me,
what's
so
gonna
like
happen
that's
on the other side
you
for
lot
Crew.
must
We'll
be.
find out here.
I don't
know
know.
we're
I feel
curious
like
as well. Let's send it back over to
I
the
feel like
cast.
that's not on us. You're 16 from the
Thank you
UK,
very
you've
much,
never
GB.
heard of it. We got
And
all of
indeed,
the ages
now
covered.
Finally, our questions will be answered for the second half.
So I
and
don't know,
The
man.
last time these two teams played on Split, it was
You're from the UK and watched
literally
it.
split 6-6 on the half. The difference this time around, though, for Crew, when they had that success on the attack, though, they were playing that double duelist.
Yeah.
So now that
It's
they only
old.
have Davies, how do you work that utility around
Bro,
just
I'm
activating
old.
him
It can't be that
around the
old.
map?
And it's such an expensive role you want to play too. Do they even go for the operator? But you use that headhunter the same with the way Davies has been playing. Yeah.
Prehistoric.
Questions will be answered quite
Jesus.
soon.
Okay.
Sheriff to start off.
Chat, shut up.
See if
What
we
the
can
hell
make
is
any
going on here? We've got a
impact.
pistol.
A-Ramp is
Who won first pistol?
slowly
Fury won
being
first
taken.
pistol. Let's wait.
Seeing what they can get
Yeah,
out of the
Fury
side
won
of
first
Furia
pistol.
here. Still the rotation by Davies. So that's going to be our lurk. Watching everything, staying in range of the trademark.
You reckon it's all the posh boys
being
with the
able to give
fancy
team audio cues
TVs?
here.
Waiting on the util is Crew.
With the fancy TVs,
The
Bacon,
defensive
you're
wall coming
right.
down, now forcing Crew to move forward, allowing Crew to move forward, and pinch against Benzine, who still gets the opener on Davies. Snake butt on the ground. Head on a
Oh,
swivel.
God.
Support coming. He goes through his zone.
Jeez, I thought that was gonna
Snake
kill
Bite again.
absolutely
We
everyone. I
continue
mean, they
once again.
did damage
Pain
here.
shells from MW0. And it's up to Nags on a 4 versus 1. Spike on his back.
Owning Sky. Honestly, I agree with that, Bacon, though. I get you now. Now you've explained it, I get you.
It's a last
Okay,
contact.
double pistol.
Conan
Chat, someone
allows
double check. It is
Furia
double pistol,
to
right?
get
I'm not
the other pistol.
talking.
That was absurd.
I'm
In
correct
the
here, yeah?
moment play from Mazine, getting forced out of
Okay.
a position, realizing his
Maple
escape
Brown.
was actually covered, and being able to turn around and still make it happen here.
What?
This.
Maple Brown's gifted
Turnaround.
old slow video gamer
Just
into the Slug Club.
Amazing.
I don't know who
mindset
that's
in
aimed
the
at.
play.
But maybe one of
gotta
you
do
lot
the
in chat. I
unexpected.
don't know. I don't know. Really.
Even with the opponent
It
staring
was
straight
a nice,
down
it was a nice
that corner
crunch
at him,
over
he still
towards it.
comes up with
Good,
an
good
amazing
nades
amount
that
of
went
kills
down.
and just stalls
Isolated
out
them in
Crew.
here
We
as
get
well.
To our bonus now, or next round rather.
That's my
That
ult.
was wild.
For God's sake.
Judd
Let's see how they deal with this. We got
Too far,
a.
though, to support on that B side for that
They do
judge in the
a
hands of
weird buy
MW0.
on this.
Just util instead. Pain shells, Nebula.
Stinger,
allowing
Stinger,
Snit to pick up an orb.
Spectre, Judge.
And as they hear the orb for Furia, that's when they finally move NW0.
Heavy priority
Locking
on
down the
heavy
entrance to
armor.
that B site, and Crew decide to fall back.
Right there.
Might be one pick coming through.
Blocking vision.
Trying to get a TP play. TP's not even needed. Davies just dispatches MW0 with that shot from the headhunter.
Slow play. We've seen Crew yesterday as well play a lot of these rounds slow enough to make it. Just like we talked about Cloud9, EG, how they play their egos like actual gun rounds with the potential and knowledge that they can hit these sheriff shots and absolutely lay out the rest of the
So there's a
side
gun
here.
down on the floor, and there's a lot of pressure now because they don't want this gun to get in the wrong hands. So there's 3 passing heavy towards B at the moment.
There it is.
Crew know that, so they decide to just hit over towards this site, and they overwhelm the 1 person holding, who is a sheriff.
Well on their way to try to win here, a thrifty.
Oh man, this round has
plan is now
been
safe for players
horrendous
inside the
from
site.
Furia.
One
Oh
on.
boy, obviously nicely done and nice shots from Crew. Don't take too much away from them.
About to come head to head
Like, it
against
was
the
a nice
Stinger of
call as
Benzine.
well once they got the kill.
Meanwhile, though, Conan is walking out from screens playing contact. Duels on both ends of the A site. Won by both teams, but the disadvantage still comes in for Furia. Flash after flash, a Spectre and a Stinger. A second flash
So
coming
that is
through,
a
and that's
great
beautiful.
flash around the
To
corner
drop
where
the
he
last
wasn't
2 players
facing.
inside the site, leaving
Wow, they recovered this.
Davies couldn't get it
Well,
done. It's Furia's
their
turn to
team
play some
owe
great
these 2
retakes.
a lot, to be honest, with how that one went.
Furia continues to hold on to the
Yeah.
accolade of being one of the best
Saviors.
4v5
New kid did great.
teams in Americas. Absolutely incredible, and that one being a 3v5.
Lanok,
So
91.
put another one on the board for him.
You
there.
ready for the greatest
Really
game in
incredible,
Valorant history?
recognizing
Damn, you lot are really
the
hyped up
seriousness
for this next
that
game.
KRU is putting into these
Holy hell.
ecos,
The
and that
greatest?
Furia can still manage to figure it out.
Nice to
Just
see the
decipher what
expectations
KRU
are
wants to get out of this, especially on that
are low
retake. Nice
for this
pile
one.
in. Mimi talked about it. You're going to get swarmed a lot.
Oh, you're
of
talking
the
about
time
this
from
game?
This
Okay.
team, so you gotta
That's
be
not bad.
ready.
Crew is trying to make that play with the pop flash around the corner.
right.
When you're playing close range with a Stinger
Bonus,
and a Spectre,
not
you
great.
only have pistols to work with on the post plant.
Not
Not
too
easy
good.
to do. At least they've done that econ damage. Fury won't have too much to work with in our bonus round. 3 sheriffs and those 2 SMGs that we just talked about. And for Crew, slow takes towards the mid and A long.
Trying to take space. It's back to in this composition. It forces you to go back to one of the really just the original meta or
You
play
guys
styles we
is
saw.
just in
Up
heaven
mid,
with his molly out
find that
non-stop.
space. If you have an operator, the ops first, but they're doing it with
Okay,
all
well, at least he can
without
put
that
his molly over
utility
towards
right now.
heaven.
Yeah, just a lot of
It's
contact
50
plays here.
seconds. He has another molly.
Conan spotted a few. Walking up towards that B.
How many stars has Astra
A
got?
pop out from the snake bite at the bottom, trying to vulnerable some players. That's Madzine.
Oh man,
has
these
the
2 on
sheriff to
site
work
are
with
so
as he's
wrecked.
working the site with Khalil, trying to anchor that down.
Oh, it's a nice smoke to play around with though. That's a
Snakebite
headbutt.
continues to push him away. Leans out towards the right. Does have an angle here. But Nags still wins it. Better weapon that he has in his hands. Big flank coming up. That's Digizine. Cannot connect.
They just didn't have the guns for this though, really.
A plant
But
comes now for Crew.
any
Yep.
yeah,
A little bit of a wonky bounce
Valorant.
there, but NW0
any damage is good.
no window
I
of
mean,
opportunity after that.
did the sky nades do a little bit to
Nicola
that?
shuts down
the
the
armor
door,
here?
and Crew's looking in a good spot here to not lose too many players against Furia's bonus, in hopes to bring the second half back and keep the economy high.
If Kesnick
Oh.
could get this on the search, he gets ultimate. That would be huge. But yeah, Crew playing it
Maybe.
safe, knowing they had the gun diff, and that's what we saw at a lot of these trades. Furia did see Crew, but
They're going all
Crew
the way out
too
of B main?
fast to the
Okay,
shot,
with them.
too big of a weapon. Thank you very much. I like it. Run. All right, safe. So weapon. brought in the
Hi, I
next
mean,
round.
got in there,
Hero
got in, got
rifle.
out, got the gun.
Good to see here.
I was banging. Did
Well,
great.
Be tied in with
Drop the round.
everything else that they have here
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Furia.
Oh, that's true. Coming to the bonus. These rounds are so
He could
long.
defuse. He was like
These rounds.
about a second off. You don't even see that like outer bubble.
All right.
That's when it's
Crowd
done.
behind him still.
It's got to be before that.
Crew definitely had that. Felt like a home crowd
You
yesterday.
needed
for
like
sure,
yeah,
as
you
they
need
were
like
playing
an
against
extra
MIBR.
seconds basically in terms of spacing.
We'll see what they have now, round 16. That bonus operator for Digizine actually. So I feel like this actually plagued Crew a little bit when they had the op on Davies. It made them timid for
Okay.
the retake. If Digizine can't open up here big, then they might have
I was
trouble getting
wondering
back
if he was
into
going to
these
double
sites
satchel
for
onto this,
post-plant.
but flash goes over towards A, doesn't hit anyone. Where is the money on this now?
He's just trying to play around.
Okay, so just a massive run for
Cycling now,
Furia.
smokes. Oh, there was a timing there.
Crew got a good amount they can
Guess they
drop
could've
on
caught.
Davies as well.
Medzine. As the second smoke comes up in vents, Crew's trying to work up towards this B heaven. And Furia, reacting on it, are pushing their 2 players outside B.
This can only work so many times.
This is a good
right?
reaction,
Just
though.
Creep up to heaven.
Oh no,
They're
Melza has the
playing
swank.
the it won't happen again mentality against Furia, but now Furia goes to check that heaven. Yeah.
Seekers confirms now mid control, but Medzine still gets punished. Being a little bit too ahead of the Seekers. Didn't notice that there was actually
Dude,
a
A
lot
is
of players
crazy
from
weak
Crew.
right now.
Defaulting now at the beginning of this round on mid. Rotating back from getting that first kill on Vents.
Does DJZin get here in time?
Who's looking to push
He
towards
can
the
maybe.
site.
Wait,
Digizine and Conan
he
anchoring.
just hasn't got the gun to help. That's a little bit unlucky.
He can't value off the Sandals
58
in the site.
HP.
Conan now hiding behind
0
it,
HP.
stick through the smoke. And it would allow Crew here to get the plant down. Cycling that over, that's Kezin for the plant, so we can have the showstopper. NWZer just got spotted by Davies, and Davies decides to fall back, putting his trademark down. And now finally anchoring up towards the A heavens, but Fury decides instead to save that operator and a 2 rifles for the next round.
It's not too scary to save at the current position of the game, but that op, like I said, we saw Davies and the team doing the same thing. We had a 4-4
Where the
save
hell are
last
they
half.
in terms of loss?
And the fact that this
Won the other
operator
one, right?
can't
This is
either
2-4.
be in the fight already or in position for the fight makes it so
that right?
tough with all these angles to re-clear and the utility you may have at the late part of the round. So I think Crew get the benefit of this one.
Yeah, I mean, Crew are loving
alive
this
in a
one.
flawless
They
round,
got
but
a
it is
rebuy
the save
2
from
armors.
Furia they have to be aware of.
And that's the thing, I don't know if they're
This
aware
save,
that there's
yeah, I mean, the money's kind of out of
Wondering
control
save,
already.
you know,
It's
I
like
don't know if
it's already
Digizine
past the
fired off a
point.
shot or kept himself completely safe on that round, but
So
we know
it's not
the
it's
movement
not
of
too
Crew will
bad.
tell us as soon as they find
It would have
They
been
go
nice
on,
to have got
gonna
some
run the other way.
exits, but it's probably too risky in terms of this.
They hear
I
it,
do
and
think that
showstopper, still a
with
possibility.
how many rounds they have,
Tough
it
to
could be
find
worth.
that
But
dashing digits in, but it could be a possibility for sure.
this one was
Frenzy and
pretty much
Sheriff,
on the
It's
edge.
going to be a supportive round here for Furia, probably holding angles, being around each other, and safe until they can get a full idea of what Crew is doing. And Crew is working the map really well. We questioned it, how they would use this comp, not being able to blast in. So far, it's been a lot of mid, and then branching out into the map.
Okay, I like this from Furia though. So, okay, so they save 3 guns, and they have 2 with this one. So this one's really important because this money's pretty much out of control. They're gonna need 3 in a row to break it, and by then the game is pretty much done. They held the. This is nice. The op over towards B, nice early info, and they got early info over towards mail as well, so they can hold 3 people heavy here. It's a good setup at the moment. Gets a kill, can probably go to the side, dash away.
A body, but it's a wide swing instead. It gets punished for it, but at least they come right back out. No opportunity for Digizine to really get away, and the showstopper goes long range.
Oh, nice Satchel to avoid this.
Dropped down and was able to avoid that showstopper, but Kesnet reacted quick enough to drop him. But 2 players are still inside the spawn for Furia. Nice snake
I'm
bite.
such a big fan of this snake bite. The
Melting
one that
down.
they aim here.
But Furia decides
Oh man,
otherwise
the
not to
dash
try
was
to explode
devastating,
yet.
I'm not gonna lie.
Off to save by left on the
Keep
ground
an
here
eye
by
on the
Medzine,
chamber
now
luck around the
spotted.
map as well, so
In the
if they
back
wanted
of
to
spawn.
save
At
that
the
extra
site,
gun, it's probably
down to
gonna get
5
caught.
HP, and Furia is just looking to do that damage on the exits.
So you were right, Vance. It was the C, Digizine, and W.
How many
It
is
was
he?
not
How many
the
is he gonna
retreat
get?
Strategy.
Yeah.
Also, Digizine, a little bit of a forced error there as he went right into the wall, not thinking there was more than Melzer.
Okay.
We get a few exit
Honestly,
kills in this
sure.
situation. but
Doesn't
we
matter
are gonna
about the
be
money
brought
now
to
in terms
9
of
to
Crew's
8.
money because they buy for this the rest of this comeback.
Shot.
Gross.
Wants to chase after these, keep the economy low. Oh yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, a little body shot. Little body
Chamber
shot.
has all.
So 3
Viper has all-
successful plants to post plants now. And yeah, for a moment, we had Digizine's POV there in the beginning, and you saw there's a hesitation, like, oh, it's only 1 frag, but that
I thought,
late
when,
entry into
you know,
main,
DGZen. I thought here once he heard the
made him
jump.
think
It was such a,
different. Crew
it was such a
already had the advantage at
weird,
that point in the move.
such a weird message. Dude, I saw your message and I said message. Such a weird decision. When he saw the jump spot,
We've given a lot of
you would
praise,
think he's
actually,
gonna
to
pop
Furia
the
on how they
dash,
were able to work the
and then he
attack
got the kill. Then he
on
popped the
this very
dash.
map
Then he
was
moved
split, but
forwards.
definitely it's been Crew all along.
I thought he was gonna like
the
tuck
second
in. I
half was
thought he was
split.
gonna treat it like a raise almost when he
Not as
didn't,
quick.
right? Tuck in and then dash back.
As explosive as Digizine did on his jet roll on the attack, but still finding a lot of value with working Kesnet around the sky.
Maybe he thought it was
Still
Astra
leveraging
lurking
him
on
and
his own,
also
but
other
even
bodies
even
to
if you
continue
think
with
it's
the
just one on
fundamentals of
their
the
own,
trades
like,
that they're
are you
currently
not?
doing very well throughout this LCQ for Crew.
I think popping the dash there is fine, and then you go back to a more passive angle. Like if you popped it and he didn't push through.
Here, since they're chatting as well, fist bumps as well. Davey just on the end there, having a pretty great game on the chamber. It's not something they focused or want. Davey
Yeah, I
to
mean
do
he's
too
not going
much
to get
with,
us
but
up
you
again
see
for a
how
while.
this composition works together and how
Speaking
they're
of ult,
playing
the
it.
chamber results here if we
Nobody's
need it.
committing too much,
It's
and
probably
all
situational,
behind
really.
What they can get Kesnet to do as well.
He might hold on to this
And
for a
it
long
looks like
time, to be
Kesnet's
honest,
gonna
with
be
how
the
good
one
their
that
money
pushes them
is.
straight up a
Which I
ramp
don't know
right
if it's a
into
good or a
site.
bad thing.
Tour de Force, live and ready.
Oh,
Wait. Coming through, but it's still Conan to answer first. Cloudburst to try to push them back.
I can't believe these two on Heaven took no damage. They're full HP this whole time. Okay, there we go. I was about to say.
Through the paper thin wall of A Heaven. Evens up the tally in a 4 versus 4.
Honestly, I don't even know within that chaos if they know there's a Viper's Pit mid right now. Because if they did,
Dude,
they
you
going
can't
forward,
blame that one on
realizing
me,
there's less
chat.
people
It's the second
inside
time we've
the
seen
ones
a
still
kill
guarding.
through this, though.
That was so much mayhem to begin this round. But still going to hold a ramp to see if the movement comes from the side of Furia first. Look at the
Okay, they
stacks
get a
there,
kill,
watching
and this
the
is nice.
back,
They get a
watching
kill.
the
They know
front.
that maybe
Trademark is
they're going to
still
start
there,
to
so
do
they're staying
something,
with
get a
the
bit
frame.
antsy for
Exactly, that's
information, especially
responsibility.
when the sky's down and that's their main
Davies
person that
trying to
gets
get a tap if
info.
anybody's gonna overcommit.
They just cut sound,
Multiple
create
falls 'cause
question
they
marks
have
like
the
they could have
panels
gone
to
back
work
into
with,
any
so
of
they're
these
gonna
positions.
Save that ult for a later round. Trailblazer to spot the Jazeen. Trying to get a spray as the walls are coming through. Nice snake bite though. MW0 is just gonna eat that.
He's tanking it.
Just so they could still continue.
He's
with the
tanking it, and he's
surprise
hoping that they don't think he's here because he
play.
tanked
Well,
it.
the Jazeen drops 2. There's that walk down.
Yeah, it didn't work like that.
Still gets the flick.
It was a nice attempt, honestly, because who would tank a whole molly is the thought process.
You are divided.
You tilt
Who would
drop
tank a
into
whole
the
molly?
Viper's pits.
Why would he be
You see
here?
the cosmic divide go through. So this means
Everyone
a
would-
lot of
everyone
ground
would
can be
peek.
gained. It's just will Fury
The Astra ult kind of
looking
locks
at the
them
right corners when they breach this
in
wall.
shot.
And this is a great
My
ball
worry
too.
is the fact of how much
For
util
Crew
this
to
guy
use on
has.
post plant. There's no sky flash to go through it, so you have to body peek. Snakebite coming
Here it
through the wall,
goes.
so you identify the first player. Now dropping in back of the map.
Nice shot.
It's up to the low
Okay,
HP.
nicely handled.
Khalil
They were
once
very
again.
patient with it as well. There's some nice
A
calling on
star
that.
player that you have as a control player, allowing Furia to get the round finally here on the defensive half.
And Mazine playing a little bit of display.
They really needed this win in terms of their econ as well. But like I said, Crew have so much money they don't. Doesn't really affect them this one.
Are not, and then give themselves a better advantage once that wall
he nearly
does go
got
down
3
to
there.
realize the angles they have to peak. You could even see there the vulnerability on Melzer, so they were hitting him true.
That ult wasn't it? Yeah, they kind of needed
needed
to do one that hit spawn really to create the question mark. But I don't think they knew where they both were, so kind of bought them a little bit of time to get an okay crossfire in theory.
Khalil now with a cosmic divide and that Davey ultimate
Let's play.
right away.
Okay, big rounds.
I think they
Fury
just
are really
identified
low with their
Nax.
money.
That was a good flash coming in from Conan. And it's the dry peek. Quick dismiss for a look here.
My ult's ready.
Faust, meanwhile, has picked up an orb here, but a Trailblazer was avoided by Nags all the way down towards Long. So Fury is pushing down this area at that A ramp, thinking that they might have that control.
Astra smoke should be in middle.
And this might allow Crew to work towards middle. Back in the vents for that flash, okay. Did you see
Oh,
just what
I
Nags
love
did?
that.
A 1v1. Dash activated! No! Once
Man,
again,
he's having a stinker.
face plants into the wall. And Nagzet gets the first blood.
It's nice when you flash over
Gonna
to this
retreat
as
from
well.
the
Just
area
worth
too.
noting that again, if people are behind it, your head's going to show.
Quick trade in mid, calling the attention of Conan to keep rotating around.
Sometimes you got to make those plays. Player disadvantage for Furia.
Oh my god.
Trying to even it up.
This is a good play from Conan.
Timing from Conan. He's made it through the
A
spawn.
little bit aggro. Oh, they put Astral into this. I mean, honestly, I get it. It's an important round in terms of the
Fury might be in
econ.
a great spot for the retake.
Raisnade is still here.
Khalil now in the back of the site, breaking the boom bot, and also breaking his crosshair
Raisnade
placement.
is no longer.
Conan left alive. On a 3 versus 1. And already pre-fired.
This was convincing. KRU are looking pretty good at the moment. There's a lot of momentum. They've got to force FURIA down to eco. And yeah, you'd say they're massively in control at the moment.
Through spawn, backpedaling to make sure that was available. Oh, Dage is in. That moment when you think you have such an upper hand on your opponent,
what's up, bro? How we doing?
Flashed over the box. I want to get another position. Gets caught in the rotation to find that positioning, and you see the KRU fans are loving it right now. Back and forth we go.
Hero gun.
Storm still there for
Hero knives.
And it comes out immediately. So Klaus, in the end of this round, they'll be able to use the Seekers if they don't have enough of an idea where FURIA is.
Oh, they're doing the... Yeah.
While not speeding anything up, KRU is doing a great job.
Oh, my. That's nice gun there.
Turns away, only high blinded, but it allows DJZ to move down, right click and pick up a rifle. Nags looking to punish, but unfortunately doesn't work out. Nice first blood there for FURIA.
He might not expect the guy on the left, to be honest.
And with that as well, you have a reposition from Madzin.
Yeah, I think Mazin I think Mazin gets this kill. We'll probably be typing cast in a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Trying to gain some map control on the top of B. Evens it up on a 1v1. There's a lurk play. Never checked. Check. Almost lost by Madzin.
Double take. 3v3
Got a molly
now.
if you want.
It's going to be cross map again. They have done this
Good
before.
molly.
Madzin continues to be very good with that.
Force them back to the 2-person. This is nice.
Where Conan's currently waiting. First shot there.
Oh, yeah, okay, he's confident as well. Stayed there for more.
Some first shot for a player that hasn't played for at least 90 days.
Actually cast the cast.
Feels like he
Dude, I can't win at this
is
point.
still playing like he was still in Tibica.
Like riding a bike. Honestly,
I mean, he's found the gap. Fair play.
First half, he was always getting 1 or 2 frags. His KRU tried to get
It's
in
on.
and defend and defuse the spike. So having impact frags all throughout, even if you're not seeing headshot after headshot after headshot, Conan is.
Man, FURIA really need this round. There's a gun for Khalil to pick up, right? Yeah, Khalil picks the gun up as well, and he insta-gets here. It's not a good plant for him, though, so they will kind of expect him over towards site, so he should be good for the first kill because of that. Okay.
Now he goes back to screen. Yes. Reposition.
Has his 2 flashes available too on his 1v1.
Oh, well.
Madzin now walking inside the B site. There's that tap.
You have to know.
Klaus is looking for the timing. No flash needed.
Klaus is insane recently. Like, he's been insane. Ever since this little break, last chance qualifier, he's doing mad stuff.
Yesterday and today, an ace for himself yesterday. Klaus. He must have changed the batteries or recharged his mouse, because this is incredible play here.
Yeah, I love the instant decision making what he was doing here as well.
In there, expecting to hear the drop, waiting to hear the drop.
Yeah.
Didn't even stop at half. So you can just see how far ahead Klaus is in these situations of his opponents. Incredible stuff from him recently. All right, towards A. Deep Trailblazer goes through, and it looks like the whole squad of KRU is going to take this, but it's still this 1-1.
Oh, dog spots too.
I'd say 2-3 across the map that is played slow by KRU. This is now KRU expecting FURIA to peak, to come out just a little bit, and give up some information.
They want to give an indication that they want to potentially do a pistol round strat of working the A ramp back down towards middle. FURIA just looking with utility to be more reactive. Seekers are out very early in this round. 1 minute left on the clock. But there's no face checks behind that.
There is 3 people over towards A for this hold at the moment.
All right. Everyone to A side. Spike's going to go
and
towards
Viper has
we actually
both
might end towards B
mollies.
if they don't get the result of kills they want on this
Yeah,
strategy.
this is a rough round for
KRU has
KRU.
been trying to throw FURIA for a loop, and I would not put a cross-map plant by them here.
Davies with the operator in the range of the trademark. A flash
That
across
helps.
Klaus' first blood. Now the A ramps under control.
It's all about this flash,
KRU,
really.
But still 2 players are inside
Oh,
the A
okay, we
site.
peek before the flash.
Both raises getting kills.
Peek before the flash. Was there util here?
The defense on the A site. DJZ looking for an opportunity at least to do some heroic plays and allowing FURIA to come back in the round. But if a couple of seconds more dwindle here, especially with this smoke, this might be the call finally to save.
And both teams putting strength in the op this late on split here, hoping that Davies or Digizine can be a huge factor in turning this round into an instant 5v4 in their favor. Another
They
save
got
to make sure this
nothing
operator
money-wise.
can make that a possibility next round. And KRU, they have that momentum. They talked about it, being able to just steamroll over their opponents. It just gives them that confidence. Oh my gosh. 2 ultimates to use next round too, Van Silly. Good kill.
Opportunity though to punish. One's dropping here towards the spawn. Dash away.
God, that was
Hiding in the
close.
smoke. So the op's still there, but no matter what, KRU takes the lead in this game. On their map pick on this map.
Yeah, Furious pick. You don't think it's going to be true.
30 seconds. Spike down A. I have the spike.
We'll see if they can pick it back up. All right.
Got some good ults
To
for
attack
this.
side.
Go down to an eco, most likely 12.
Important not to
And
save
W0
here for
has his
Furia.
ult, maybe a
On
hero
that
ult.
previous round with Khalil in that
Oh,
Vandal.
this is the hero
For
ult
the
going
rest of them,
suction.
not too much to work with unless they could do something with the showstopper. It's time for Furia to do a little bit what KRU did on that pistol round, to push aggressively down on that middle. But no opportunities to punish. As when Nagzet saw that member, he fell back and is just waiting for KRU to pinch back on the other end of the map. But Furia has none of that.
Flash goes over
information
towards
besides-
A, spots nothing, so they can
that
keep
Viper
this
that
stack
they
over
saw in
towards
sewers.
middle.
I've been watching Nags a lot to see what kind of util he's throwing out or how much he's messing with
No
this wall
way.
here.
That's
I feel like
wild.
it's messed Fury up quite a bit. They're ready for mailroom this time, though.
Okay.
Van Silly.
Headshot down from Madzine, Snake went underground. Vulnerable on
Decent
2
damage.
players and the spikes on an island by himself on the top of the mailroom.
With that kill,
Finally, after that
this
first
Raze ult
initial
becomes very
chaos, is able to
tempting.
Get met up by his teammates. And KRU at a disadvantage are looking to split in the B side.
Got the heavy 3-person stack over towards B. Oh, man.
By Khalil, an off kill now for Davies. We turn it back around for KRU. It's a 3 versus 3. Weapon advantage. A push across.
Khalil?
Off angle by Khalil.
Down B.
Now pitched in from Hellish.
Whoa, he got the kill over towards spawn as well.
2 versus 1. Picks up a Phantom. A pit comes out.
Damn, what a sick round from Davies. Oh my goodness. Look at a 3v5 at one point as well. KRU did great to bring this back. Man, they've looked so dominant in this attack half. Like, you take away the pistol, like, look at this.
Chamber coming now in for KRU.
2
on
chances to close
split,
this one out.
And we're seeing it come to fruition here. Absolutely laying down the shots with the rest of the team covering. And Davies coming in from behind, too. They were just not ready for this.
I'd like to think that they were. They had 3 players in there on that stack on that B site for Furia.
You expect to see that op be one of the first peekers, though.
Oh, yeah.
Not to be getting railed by 1 and 2, 3, 4
Uh-oh.
as they come into the
They
site.
push close into the op. Okay, at least the trade's there.
A timing to try to punish MW0, but still a 4 versus 4. And that's 2 key players falling down. Both operators
Viper
for
ult
KRU
over towards
and
A.
Furia.
In reaction, we
Seekers
insta go
is
hit
ready.
B, and they're
They
gonna
can
try
just
and
string
push
this round
close.
out
Oh,
if
it's
they
all
don't
about
wanna go
timing.
B and figure out where the opponents are. Oh my, MDU's a huge play, huge play!
But the help from Klaus
Damn, bro.
just add the 3rd
That's
player moving
it,
through.
I would say.
KRU are 2 kills away of winning this first map. The last time it was dead even in a situation where KRU let this lead slip. And
Good
Furia
plant
won
luck in
first
middle.
11. Now KRU finally has a chance for revenge and to close it right now. Plant for long. And all the stars aligned here on the spike. Difficult for Conan to retake here with Madzine.
Yeah, you're gonna pretty much
Both
touch
on
the spike
individual
early.
plays. Conan looking for at least a contact play. Noise being made towards B heaven. There's that first peek. Overheat shots.
No
7
way,
second shot
man.
to
That sums it all up. It's a
Hurt
mouse
two
bug.
vandals.
And there it goes. No
Wait,
stars
defuse.
that could get done.
The defuse!
To the defuse. The chance.
what?
The Red Bull clutch.
Well, at least the guy in main killed the Astra.
And And they stand a chance to bring this into
He's the
overtime.
guy who had the
Is
jump bug killed the
Conan
Astra. What the
professional
hell?
enough to get in here and play was the question. Well, pros don't fake. The answer is solidified.
I mean,
Conan having a hell of a game and a huge defuse to keep FURIA in split.
And despite that, it's Mazine defusing, but I'm calling Conan for that huge kill that he got on Melzer. Because KRU were playing
yeah,
on those
I mean,
stars with
it was because he killed the
grapple
Astra. They don't have Astra suck. It's the only reason it can happen.
and it got denied off Conan. An accidental jump still gets that kill. To
Okay,
allow the
so
defuse to happen in the
two
smoke.
chances. Oh my goodness,
But KRU,
2 chances down to 1.
not
DG
shook
Zin has been having a
by what
nightmare
just
this map.
happened, gets
Straight
first
up.
blood this time around. Round 24 in regulation.
Blinded.
That being FURIA's first retake there in 4 rounds.
Give him a chance.
And a huge one at that. They needed it a lot. Cosmic Divide ready for the retake. We've seen how FURIA uses that. If it is going to be an A plant, this might benefit FURIA here so they can get themselves into that A site for the attack we've seen them use.
Oh, I mean, once they see this wall they're spraying at though, right?
Get this info before they give KRU too much space. This makes it much more
Man,
dangerous though.
they
Because
need to
now
make
KRU
sure
has a way
when you have a
on the
judge like
defensive
this,
side.
the judge can feel really comfortable about
Lots
holding
of
this
pressure on
spot.
A main.
They gotta help in
And with
heaven
that,
here.
the A ramp is open.
Astral
A
comes
habit
in.
is
They've
also
already beaten
open.
this Astral,
Cosmic Divide
so
on
lock
the
down to
defense.
Sky.
Thundering through our KRU on the top of the site.
Oh, did
once
fantastic.
again. Guardian dropping 2. One hit by
Damn,
the
fair
Sentinels.
play. Honestly, I think the standing did great. I think the standing did great. The jump bug here is really unfortunate. Still killed that Astra. That was important for that. And then over towards here, had to at least kill 1, got 2. That was great.
Right on the precipice of victory, they start to fall apart. And here, Conan with the Guardian able to start dismantling KRU enough for FURIA to close this out. Of
Yeah, I mean, that
regulation
was
and bring us into
straight up impact on that one.
What?
Okay, I need to see DG Zin have just like a little mental reset.
Any bit of reluctance from
Little bit
FURIA
of a
in those
mental
last
reset
few
for this one.
rounds, pushing forward,
When we get to
gaining
overtime, it's
aggressive
just like-
positions and just getting in the face
It
of
doesn't
KRU
matter.
to
Everything
bring
that's
us
happened to this point
OT.
doesn't matter.
Now the pressure is on. KRU who are in position to win their pick, and now not so certain.
But FURIA is still a team that has found some decent success on this map throughout the regular season of the Americas. Already starting things off on a pause.
If a team saves timeouts, nah, it gets if you don't use your timeouts in regulation, as soon as it gets to overtime, it's just done. You get 1 timeout no matter what. Whether you use both your timeouts, whether you use 0 of your timeouts in regulation. So
As we just saw here on the screen, but yeah, I gotta say here, it's gonna be.
why did he jump? It's just when people have like a lot of people use mouse scroll down or up to jump, and then a lot of times when they move their mouse really heavy or like it hits their mouse pad from them lifting it up and swiping, it will trigger the jump. So like the mouse will always be like really loose and it will jump basically. Just go to mouse jump bug, mouse wheel jump bug. They're super common.
The operator
It is
stays
crazy
for
how common it
Davies.
is, to be honest.
That's right. Blast cannon. Satchels across. Wall comes up.
You'd start using foot pedals for jump. Honestly, respect.
Now in the front, fully loaded. Dash across with the Jazine.
Oh my god.
Kill out to Davies. And it's FURIA all across the board.
There's no
The
way.
pressure you can
Dude, he
see
gotta stop putting his.
running
He's
through
gotta stop
these
putting
players
his.
on the take there. A
Can't it
few
be here?
mistakes allows FURIA to sight.
Why is it so
Almost without a
committed
death.
here?
Conan goes down though, and now Melzer and Nags forced to push in. A pit 2,
How annoying is
just
that?
to add.
2 kills a plant.
If the boom bot gets
Pit
him.
available. And no Sky to help out the retake for KRU. A position where they were so good at yesterday against MIBR. Now they have to face the music against 4 players.
Man, I feel a little bit devastated for KRU on this one.
Leaving Melzer in a near
A little bit
impossible
devastated. I felt like it was in their
situation. Trying to bait out
the
players
palms
by
of their
running
hands,
around.
but
And
we'll
it's
see.
back to FURIA in the lead, but not only that,
Switching
at
sides.
map point.
Now it's their time
FURIA
to
remembers those last 2 rounds that brought him to OT.
take it. Any
Stay
ops?
in the face
I'm
of
interested to see what he's
KRU.
gonna buy.
And KRU use their timeout.
Damn, he
Hopefully
just
Adam has that
stuck. He
information.
really just heavy committed in that. That was nice.
A has been a priority here for KRU. The A ramp control, allowing the movement of Furia to figure out where they are. We've also seen success from KRU once they go towards mids, once they go towards mailroom, then we might have a rope room play. They've had so many things that have worked.
Exactly, you've named them all, and that's what Furia's the advantage that Furia currently has in terms of the conditioning that they've done against KRU on their attack half. Because think about it again, on the first few rounds, lots of B control, lots of B pressure. Then you have some
Deadlock? No deadlock for this one.
So it really comes
No
down
deadlock.
to, yes, what has Adam picked up so far in those 24, make that even now 25 rounds overall, and where can they actually shut down DGZine early in the round, because he's going to be the man to look out for.
And operator versus operator as we get in here, 2 glass cannons to come through.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on DGZine so far over
Yeah,
at A.
DGZine's been
the other operator
having
is
a rough
going to be
one, but
mid.
again,
Back
it's
to
a
that
reset
strategy of
here.
slowly
Can
creeping
hold
up,
over towards A.
gaining
His
position
vision's
in
going to
the
be
first
blocked a
angle
lot,
with
so hopefully he
Davey,
doesn't try anything
eyes
too
on him
crazy.
to start. B main control looks like it may be
Satchel
close
boost
on
up
here.
this time. We'll double check the
Khalil.
satchel. No one has to type about it. Satchel's been used.
That
That's
could
why
be
the
quite
boost is
dangerous
happening
if it
here.
goes that side. Double
Oh,
jump
the jump
piece.
spot. Damn. Thought it was good for it.
That was the plan.
Huge info.
Trying to punish Madzine on the top of ramp, or the top of vents rather. Doing a good job actually cycling the first pieces of utility on that mid control. Nebula already coming out. Poison Orb on the attack side for Nags. So he's trying to keep players anchored from Furia on that A site, forcing a Trailblazer as well. So this is actually a really good start here for KRU on working that map. Less utility available for Furia on the hold.
They're gonna just... Yeah. Oh man, 1 HP. That's unlucky.
There's such good info
Unlucky
right now
or
from DGZine.
lucky.
He could actually see through this wall, so it going up and down
Wait,
is
was
not
he just in
affecting
that? Okay,
Furia's
he's gonna
defensive
heal now.
positioning.
It's going to be the call after the Poison Orb coming down. Davies just waiting here, aiming down the site.
Dude, 30 seconds.
his
3
operator.
people over towards this site.
He's not going to spot anything yet.
30 seconds left.
And as the smoke dissipates, you also see MW0 falling back here on an off angle in the B side. Big flashes coming through, but Khalil still on the top of the boxes. This might be it. Nice.
Really nicely done from them.
MW0.
It all came down to that defuse on B. That's insane. That's the one they're going to be thinking about.
Furia
They got to reset.
lost their last 2 overtimes to Levin Sentinels, but not again. They right that ship. They find the win here and even down a few rounds. Figure out how to stave off the